Okay, Redfall, or Bugfall, or Redfail, or Blood Waterfall, or Stutterfall. All names for the same game. This is running on 3070,
What's going on?
1080p now. I hear somebody up there. I'm not gonna take him. I'm gonna take care of him. I'm gonna take care of him. I'm not gonna ignore him.
What is
But let's just go through the settings first. It's full screen, 1080p. HDR is on, motion blur is off. Everything is epic. Any upscaling method is disabled. No spatial, no DLSS, no Intel, XeSS, and no FSR. And this girl just saw me.
I see you.
I don't know why they glow sometimes. Are they protected by like an enchantment or something? Alright. Okay. I'm doing like Apex Legends style of gameplay here. Alright. So this game runs well, at a really good FPS on 1080p. It's not that bad. The only thing that I don't like when you like go to the pause menu, the game still runs behind because it's an online game, and vampires and people can still come and kill you if you're not careful. Alright, so now I'm gonna have to follow my mission. I have to go to this theater to watch something. I have to grab a popcorn machine for the people on the fire department, on the fire station there. Oh, DLSS. Where is it? Oh, you know what? Let's do DLAA first. DLAA is better than DLSS. It's better than native resolution too. So it dropped my FPS from the 50s that it was, from the 50s to 20s and teens. It's not that bad. It's still above 100, so it's still good. You know, you can't complain if it's like still above 100 FPS. Still playable. Sometimes it drops FPS when it drops GPU load because it's loading something, but that's not bad too. It's like momentarily on 1080p. If you want to play this game on the 3070 1080p with DLSS, DLAA, if you have a 27-inch monitor or like 24-inch monitor, it's gonna look very, very beautiful. This game has good graphics, and it's just like plagued with poor optimization, and that's it. They didn't even optimize it for the consoles, so the PC version is just gonna be not optimized too. I don't know why they launched it if it's not optimized for any platform, but hey, they can do whatever they want, huh? These guys have a turret. Turrets are my my Achilles heel. I don't like turrets. I hate turrets. Alright, so let's do some DLSS right now. Video. DLSS. Do quality. I think it's gonna drop GPU load because it's already... oh, that's bad. That's bad. That stutter was bad. I did not like it. It drops my GPU load to 60s and 70s. But it's still... You know, it's still be above 60 FPS, and that's the promise. You know, you don't want it to be below 60 FPS because 60 FPS is, for me, is the threshold. You know, these games, if I have a 3070, I don't want my GPU to drop below 60 FPS. Why is this guy blowing blue? Let's do DLAA first. See how the performance is with DLAA. So it's still the same kind of FPS, the same amount of FPS. It's just like the GPU usage is cranked up to 90s now, so it's better. I really need to go down and loot these guys.
Yeah, that's it. Got them all.
DLAA works good. It's maxing out my GPU, but I think if I do DLSS, it's gonna drop GPU usage again. Let's go and do DLSS. Alright, so let's go do DLSS on quality. DLSS on quality. Where are these guys? Dropped my GPU usage to the 80s. I think they are inside. Yep, they went inside when I killed those guys. My aim is just trash right now. Where's the rest? Yeah, so for the sake of this benchmark, I'm just gonna stay outside because inside it's just gonna be easier on the GPU to load, but the CPU is not gonna be able to take it. So outside here with DLSS Quality, the GPU usage is 80s. Inside was 70s and 60s. So this is how badly optimized this game is. On the 3070 with a 13700K. These games right now, they just like broken. Alright, so let's try DLSS on performance and see how it runs. I think it's just gonna drop my GPU utilization and that's it. The DLSS on performance did not I mean it improved my FPS a little bit, but
What is that?
the GPU usage dropped from 80s to 70s right now. Yeah, DLSS is not going to be an option for 1440p. You might as well just play it on native 1440p if you have its GPU and this CPU. If you have a weaker than this CPU, it's going to be even weaker. You're not going to be able to drive it at probably 1440p with this GPU. Or at least you're not going to be able to drive it at 1080p on this GPU. Alright, so it's on 4K. Everything's still epic. DLSS, I'm going to disable it right now. Go back to the game. I think it's gonna be 50s to 60s FPS, so 60 FPS, and then driving my GPU up to 100 FPS, up to 100% GPU load. So I need to heal before I go inside. All right. Are there any people here? Yes, I see that guy there, or that girl. Oh, I need to reload first. Is there anybody else? Last chance. Okay, so where do I plug this thing so I can watch it? I think there's a vampire in here. So even though in the inside 4K it's still like intensive. Instead of dropping my GPU usage, it's dropping my FPS. And the GPU usage is still on 99%. So this is what I'm gonna put that thing.
Damn bulb's out.
Oh, I need a bulb.
Find a new one.
Where am I gonna find a new bulb? Anyone running a projector? You'll probably blah 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 need a new bulb soon. Yeah. Probably in the basement. If there's a basement. And here I'm gonna fight a vampire. Whoa!
Am I entertaining you?
Where the hell did she go? Where the hell are you? Her name is Lumiere. That's a lie. Your name is not Lumiere. Did she just put a spell on me? Okay, come out, wherever you are. Don't be shy. Oh. Gonna have to run away. Oh. He is dead. You're dead. And the FPS dropped to 30 and 19. Whoa.
This place ain't.
That was and still is bad. Around the place that she died in, it's not doing anything. It's not rendering anything. Alright, so let's try DLSS on quality right now. Where is it? Video. Let's do DLSS. I'm not gonna try DLAA because I know that it's very intensive, and you can see like 4K only, like 4K was very intensive on this GPU. So DLSS bumps me up to 80s from 50s.
Ty,
Here's somebody here.
whatever. He in here now.
I'm dead. You're dead. There's somebody else. Okay, on the bulb. All I need to do now is plug the thing in. So I'm on my way back to fire station. Let me just enable DLSS on performance right now and see how it runs. I hope it does not. Oh, just chug. It just froze. I think it's gonna crash. So yeah, it crashed and I had to launch the game again. So let me go and do DLSS on performance now proper this time. I hope it does not crash. So DLSS on performance still has my GPU on 90s. It drops to 80s sometimes, but for the most part it's 90% utilization. Alright, so DLSS performance on 4K, it's really running good, looking better than 1080p, and giving me the same kind of performance as 1080p when it's bottlenecked. And if you play on 1080p, you're gonna get bottlenecked. Because just this way, this is the logic of this game. You have to be bottlenecked. That's why it's named Bugfall. Can't go up this way. That's racist. Because I'm human. Alright guys, so this is what this was like. Not a bad experience, to be honest. It's not optimized very well, but it's playable at least. Better than The Last of Us how it was. The Last of Us is still bad optimized because it's the VRAM and RAM, they keep creeping up and increasing the size until it like reaches the limit of your RAM or your VRAM and then crashes. Alright, so I'm gonna be trying this game on 3060 Ti later. I'm gonna be uploading it too on the same day probably. Alright, take care guys.